Hello and welcome back. I am Reverend Dr. Lori Williams, and today I want to talk to you about how to communicate with your spirit guides. So a lot of people ask me, like, how can I communicate with my own spirit guides? And the truth of it is it's not complicated at all. Um, the things that I want you to remember before you connect is, first of all, make sure that you are grounded. Anytime that you are working with higher energies, you want to make sure that you are centered and grounded in your own energy. Um, just ground yourself. Deep breathing. You can picture like roots or tethers coming from the bottoms of your feet going um, into the earth. You can do a meditation beforehand. When I first started getting into all this stuff over 10 years ago, that's what I would do. Is I would just do a quick meditation before, and that would really help to center and ground me. So first and foremost, you want to make sure you're grounded. Second of all, you want to make sure that your intentions are very pure. If you're going into it being like fearful or being, having ulterior motives, they're going to know. You can't hide that. And ultimately, you never know what you're going to experience. You could definitely experience something negative if your intentions are not pure. The other thing is to stay open without pinpointing your expectations. Don't try to have it all figured out of how it's going to come through or what the message is going to look like. Allow your spirit guides to be able to come to you and give you the message in their way and in how they communicate with you. And then you just simply ask the question. A lot of people will ask me, like, well, do I have to word it a certain way or do I have to say a certain thing? And absolutely not. Your spirit guides, your spirit team connects with you based on who you are, and using your words in your tones. That's the best way to do it. They're going to connect with you, or they're already connected with you based on who you are. So, for an example, if you try to say the things that I say, it may not sound authentic to who you are. And I'm not saying that you wouldn't get a message necessarily back, but it's just better just to ask the way you ask. If you use a lot of slang, use a lot of slang. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop or change the message. So then you just ask the message or ask the question. What I like to tell people, especially when you're first learning to connect with your spirit team, is to ask for like specific signs that you can see. Just because while you're learning, you're going to want to have some sort of validation. So it's like, okay, if, am I meant to go after this job? If the answer is yes, show me a blue jay. If the answer is no, show me a green convertible, something. Obviously, I mean, a blue jay and a green convertible aren't necessarily like rare things that you would see. Um, but try to go with something that's a little bit more rare. Um, and then when you see those things, you just basically stay open to seeing those things. And then when you see either the blue jay or the green convertible, then you get the answer. That's the answer. And trust that answer whenever you get it. The best thing to be able to communicate with your spirit guides, like your spirit team, is to ask every single day for them to support you, just to support you on your day, throughout your whatever it is that you're meant to do for that day. And the reason that this is so important is because our spirit team will not infringe on our free will and free choice. So we need to invite them to guide us. We need to invite them into and say, hey, like spirit guides, spirit team, whatever you want to call them. I talk to my spirit team because spirit guides are part of the spirit team. We have like angels and spirit guides and deceased loved ones, and they're all part of our spirit team, but they're not necessarily our spirit guides. So I'll just say, hey, spirit team, like guide me on my path today. Please ensure that everything is, for my highest good, that any messages that you have for me, that I can receive them very clearly. And that is the last important thing that I wanted to say, is to let your spirit guides know that, hey, I don't want to miss your message. So make sure when you send me the message that it's very clear, and I'm going to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's from you. And again, you got to get into that trusting. You just got to trust that whatever the sign is that you asked for, once they've made you very aware that it is them that is communicating with you, trust that. 100%, absolutely always trust it. There's going to be parts of your brain that want to convince you that, there's other reasons for it, or, this happened because of this and this and this. But when you're building that communication, when you're building that relationship, you want to trust beyond a shadow of a doubt. And honestly, you can have some fun with it. Challenge them. I love, even still, 10 plus years into this, I still love to challenge my spirit team. I'm like, hey, is this going to happen for me? And it might be something like completely far-fetched. Like, am I ever going to win the lottery? And they made it very clear I'm not destined to win the lottery. And I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine. Whatever. But like different things like that, you can definitely have some fun with it. And I always, at the end of the communication, I always send them love and gratitude. Always, like, very thankful, very grateful for them. And I just find that really helps, for me anyway. It really helps to keep that connection with them. And throughout the day, I mean, you can feel them, you can know that they're there, and you can receive multiple messages throughout the day. So yeah, have some fun with it, but make sure that you're grounding yourself and that your intentions are pure. Those are really, I mean, I'm not one for like putting rules on things, but those would be the two things that I would very strongly suggest just to keep yourself safe. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you back here next time.